Project 2025 is a far-right manifesto. It is a 1,000-page bucket list of extremist policies that would uproot every government agency and disrupt the lives of every person who calls this country home. The Department of Education would be eliminated, cutting students off from civil rights protections and ending essential Title I funding for K-12 schools. Abortion care would be inaccessible and illegal no matter where you live. These policies would quite literally ruin and end lives. And I didn't even touch upon proposals for housing, climate change, worker protections. If enacted, Project 2025 would destroy the federal government as we know it.
Baby, you set my soul on fire.
To play chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us as human beings, our next generations to come.
I'm flying so high, I don't see the ground.
They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up.
So high, I don't see the ground. Baby, you set my soul on fire.
Calls for national book bans in schools, but also creates a list of banned words for the federal government that would be deleted from, quote, every federal rule, agency regulation, contract, grant, and piece of legislation that exists. Here are just a few of the words on the list: diversity, gender, reproductive health, and of course, conservatives want to ban the word abortion.
For us to play chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us as human beings, our next generations to come. They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up. Light it up, light it up.
Project 2025 calls for eliminating the Department of Education, eliminating the Department of Commerce, deploying the military for the use of domestic law enforcement against protesters.
I'm in sync with the earth. 10 toes deep, flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'ma ride for the squad, light up ties in the hearse. I've been on a vibe, kinda hard to describe. I'm in between, I'm good and it's fine, but I'm tired of the grind. Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I'm never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rap. Got a bag from the way that I write it. Queen looking Tyson, threw that ass survive, doing 80 to the house. Then I hit it to the sky, changed haters on a tirade. Talking to their grip in the face, be still, let that hate stuff fade. We all want the same, we all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Trail spill from my lips, feel big from the bib. Take a sip till I pass out. Try and get grit, but it don't make sense. Cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that. myself to the page. I don't do it for the praise, love. That's just how I'm made.
Time for us to play chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us as human beings, our next generations to come.
Start to feel like I'm on one. Settle in, I'll be here for the...
They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up!
Heard enough, give me space before I murder y'all. 10 bad here, I'ma curve them all. 12 missed calls and I still made a curtain call. Here to light it up, lighten up. Hear him talking, they ain't right enough, tighten up. Everything that I came for, I left with. I don't bang sets, I just bang on the set list. Going past supper when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young, to me reckless. Gold in my soul, got the same on my necklace.
Light it up, light it up.
Project 2025 calls for repealing of Schedule F status for thousands of federal employees to allow a president to replace career civil servants with unqualified partisan loyalists.
Time for us to play chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us as human beings, our next generations to come. They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up!
Project 2025 prohibits the FBI from combating the spread of misinformation and disinformation.
Chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us as human beings, our next generations to come. They are attacking our most vulnerable citizens. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up!
Swipe, swipe, swipe. Just picked up some bands, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Yeah, I'm the running man, rapping rubber bands. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Swerving, making plays, good Ferrari red. Never out my zone, touchdown in my hands. Only fam around me, I can't have no friends. Had to cut you off, you left me out for dead. Ever since I was a teen, had prices on my head. Had to cut you off, you left me out for dead. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Just picked up some bands, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Yeah, I'm the running man, rapping rubber bands. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Just picked up some bands, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon says. Yeah, I'm the running man.
Don't feel right. I still wanna party with her. Oh yeah. Even when it don't feel right. till Wednesday, slept until it's Thursday. She don't wanna leave me, not just yet. Told me all about last Friday when she went all crazy. Didn't go to bed till Saturday. I don't wanna go without, so I asked her to stay. Though she broke my heart in a million ways, but I'm putting that aside now. I'ma feel alright now, happy just as long as she's with me. I've been trying my life every day of the week, yeah. When my baby works up, always down every weekend. No, I love her too much, but I just can't get enough. She's slipping through the cracks.
So I stay and just repeat it now. Yeah, oh, we dream about all things being alright, but we freeze when it's all up to us. So let's fight it, make a stand and try it. Everything will matter from now on. Matter from now on. Let's fight it, there's no way to hide it, 'cause everything will matter from now on. 'Cause it's high tide. I can hear the sound, and I know that it's alarming, yeah. 'Cause time is running out, and we can't just stay and watch it, no. Oh, we dream about all things being alright, but we freeze when it's all up to us. So let's fight it, make a stand and try it. Everything will matter from now on. Matter from now on. Let's fight it, there's no way to hide it, 'cause everything will matter
a change of scenery. Yeah. Everybody smoking all the greenery. Yeah. Close the match 'cause they were handed down to me. But I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Pills to make the man, but that poison's gonna kill you. From the inside out, so right now. Say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it out. It's your time, it's your time. Oh, cheers to all the haters, 'cause you proved to me that rising to the top was my destiny. And you can see whatever from behind me, but I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna kill you. From the inside out, it's time to say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it out. It's your time, it's your time. Oh, if you're on the bus, say yeah. Yeah. If you're on the train, say yeah. Yeah. If you gotta walk, say yeah. Yeah. Everybody's going somewhere. Yeah. Young or old, I really don't care. Yeah. Life has never really been fair. Yeah. So put your fist up in the air. Yeah. Say yeah. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it out. It's your time, it's your time. Oh.
Sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt.
Like it or not,
Here
starts
is not
now.
stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. 2023
Rebecca Zora's in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, a real life ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. He's always coming up with the master plan. Politics scheming, trying to find the meaning of life. While the feds keeps us in strife. I'm your DJ. I really don't need no introduction right now, but you know what? I stay dropping them jams. Y'all know who I am. Good hope, dad jokes, culture-ish, politics. What you're hearing right now was the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, and I graduated to a plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. 8 p.m. Friday, you know how we do. Let's go. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azure. Let's start this damn show. It's time for Like It or Not. With Rebecca Azure. Let's start this damn show. Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Let's start this damn show. Let's go.
Like It or Not starts now.
Whoa. See me in my gym pants there. Good morning and welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth. Wait a minute.
I'm
on
just
mute?
talking and bopping and
Okay.
And my microphone is mute. I was like, is she gonna make it back in time?
I did. And I was like,
did.
man, they
You had to
saw
get
me
up
in my
again.
gym pants. It's supposed to look like, I was dressed, but I was working out first. Change the top. And here I am.
Here you are.
So welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth.
And not care who doesn't like it.
Absolutely. Or not. It's been a week of events.
Has it?
Has it? I mean,
Oh, you mean in the
Kamala
world?
Harris with the interview.
Yeah.
A girl
yeah.
on TikTok recording how she got fired and got mad because she didn't show up.
Oh, she got there at 6:12 instead of 6.
And we weren't upset about 6:12, but then it turned to 6:21.
Oh, it kept going. I stopped after
Then,
6:12.
okay. See, the millennials were like, okay, 6:12 one time. You still, all right.
Oh, you gonna
Yeah.
fire me over 6:12?
Oh yeah, we was like, yeah, but then, sis, you 6:21, and then a no call, no show.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean,
then
she
a
just
no
one
call.
no call, no show. Kid, you gonna
She
fire me over?
said, no, the first one she said, my cousin had my car that day. You know what? I need to find the video. Actually, David, can you find that video? I know we gave you some details, but can you find that video? It's like a TikTok.
Like, how in the world is he gonna find that?
I don't know, but it was trending. It was trending. So I blocked her on Instagram. I mean, on TikTok.
her on
She would
Instagram?
never find me or look for me. I was so mad at her. I was so upset with her. I was disappointed that I blocked her. She would never look for me, by the way. She don't know me, but I said, no way. I don't want
You were so
that.
mad at that video, you blocked her.
I looked at it and I blocked it.
So now, I mean, how you're gonna have to go back and
Well, I'm going
unblock
to my
it
block list.
finally.
It ain't but so long. I don't be on the tick and talk like
Good
that.
morning, everyone in the chat room. Hope everyone is doing well this morning.
I hope you guys are doing well. In the meantime, while I grab that for David, because I don't want him to have to do too much work. Ben, how are you doing? How was your week?
Oh man, the weeks go by so fast now, don't they?
It's so crazy.
Before
It's
you know it,
crazy.
it's Sunday again, and I'm like, yeah, hey, it's the week is already over, and
It's
been a
Labor Day
cool week.
weekend.
It's been a week of weeks. How about you?
The week been weekend.
Yeah.
I actually was in Tennessee last week and I took a drive over to Tennessee. And when I went over to Tennessee, the girl's name is We Sick and
You got it on
Tired.
the screen already. Look at David.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, because I'm slow. we'll talk about her in a second. The weekend, I went over to Tennessee. My eye was swollen. I was supposed to drop a really good episode. Guys, I got some really great stories for Shades of Good News. So please, I got some really amazing stories for Shades of Good News. I'm going to drop 2 episodes this week because of the missed episode on this past week, because I had a serious, and it's still kind of swollen. Now I got big eyeballs, so it always gives that look underneath, but it was so swollen on my left eye. Like it was almost swollen shut. I don't know what happened, because we went up to the cabins in Tennessee, in the middle of nowhere in Tennessee, but it was beautiful. And we were in Tennessee, and I woke up the next day after the first day of being there. Something had bit me in my eye, to my understanding, because I had flicked it off on my first night, something off my eye. And the next day it was just getting swollen. I want to say it also was ragweed allergies that were just in the air, because baby, my eye was like this when I got home. Wow. And I tried not to get all crazy about it, so I couldn't record. And then it became black and blue. Yeah, I ain't never lost a fight for me to have no black and blue eye, but it became black and blue. That's my first time seeing my eye do that outside of the dark circles. And I was like, dang, like I don't know. And I was really scared. My sister was like, if it gets worse, you're going to have to go to the hospital, or the emergency room. And I'm like, I can't afford it. I can't do anything. I just don't want to do that. And then, I started getting real crazy when I got home. I tried to be strong at my friend's birthday, and I wanted to drive so bad because I needed that peace. It's only a few hours away. I didn't have to pay for a plane ticket. It's literally like not even half a tank of gas. So it was good.
Yeah.
But as I was driving, I'm like, am I gonna have to, is something going on with my body? Did something get in my ear, into my eye? It's you up there in the mountains, so all this critter talk in my head was getting crazy. I was getting crazy, y'all. And I'm like, am I gonna? And only to know that it probably was most likely a really allergic reaction that was getting crazy. I was actually breaking out in hives and stuff.
Whoa.
It was bad, but I was trying to stay strong, and I did. And then finally went down. It's still a little swollen there, but I got my eye back. I could see.
I was on Left Past 10 Sunday night or Wednesday night with Matt, the letter hack, and one of his co-hosts had an eye thing going on with his eye so bad he had to put an eye patch on it. And because it was just crazy from what he was describing.
So he had an infection or
from messing with our friend Jake and Jake from State Farm. But no,
Jake.
He was he refused to go to the doctor too. I'm gonna need y'all to not care about insurance and just go to these emergency rooms and just let them stick you with the bill. Just
I know Jake. Jake is the
Jake. Okay.
Yeah. We love Jake. Jake was first time I found out about Jake was because he spoke highly of me when the people stole my money at the bank a year ago.
Okay.
Around the same time. And somebody told me to check him out, and he had said, for people to follow me and help me out. That was great. That was great.
That was my first time meeting him, but cool brother.
He's always in the chat.
I almost started praying for him on air because it was bad. I was like, Jake, you need to go to the doctor.
If you would have saw me, you would have been like, and that's why Jake had put under my thing, I can relate. And I'm like, oh, you can. Yeah, because I had said my eye messed up. It's messed up. Anywho, what's actually messed up is how this Generation Z girl, and I want to say she's Generation Z, but these kids, and it ain't y'all who's watching, but these kids, I hate to say it because I've been on Generation Z for a long Generation Z that I thought was gonna be, y'all let me down. But let's take a look at how this one young woman decided to post her firing on TikTok.
Like she was right.
Like she was right. And everybody was like, grr.
Crank it up.
Yeah. Hi, Tatiana. This is Shelly from HR.
Go.
From HR, okay. No, I don't remember you, but what's going on?
Well, we had a discussion a couple weeks ago about your absenteeism and tardiness.
Okay.
Do you know what time you have to be clocked in at work?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's too early anyway.
6 a.m.
Okay.
So unfortunately, on 7/18, you clocked in at 6:12.
Wow.
We had a discussion about that.
12 minutes.
Yeah, but they're waiting on you to be there, clocked in and ready to work at 6.
Okay.
So your employment is really going to be terminated as of today because also on 7/28 you clocked in at 6:21.
21 minutes.
Yes, that's 21 minutes of company time.
But I still work though. Like I still like. Why didn't y'all tell me that today when I was just at work?
Because I handle all the HR, so they wanted me to call you because we had that discussion. Remember about?
And that was the day that I let my. All right, keep going.
So you were also on 8/8. You clocked in at like 6:32.
That was it. Okay, so I let my cousin use my car the night before, and he didn't bring it. He overslept or something. He didn't bring it back till the morning. So like, I still made it though.
Literally like 9 days after we talked. So, and then on 8/12, you just did a no call, no show.
That was my birthday, August 12th. That's my birthday. Like, I already told you.
Request that day off work though.
But y'all know, that's my birthday. I'm not.
Birthday.
No, that's fine. All right.
Okay. Everyone works on their birthday. Even I worked on my birthday.
Y'all too grown for me.
Well, unfortunately, I just need you to turn your keys in. And
I'll be there tomorrow because that's crazy. That's crazy. Like what?
She acting surprised as well.
No.
She literally's like, yeah, that's why I can't work. You had a job that you showed up. Like I blocked her. I blocked her because of this. Like I watched it and I just blocked it. I blocked her. She would never look for me. She probably like nothing. But I said no.
You just couldn't have that spirit in your.
I couldn't have that spirit just lingering in my. No. I said, first of all, absolute child. And then I tried before I blocked her. I said, let me go and see who she is. Went on her page and I said, oh, I watched maybe 5 seconds of a video. No. Absolutely, positively, negatively, in between. No. 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 Jamais de ma vie. No. No. You pas figgy.
I stopped watching at 6:12. I was like, let me get off of this.
Oh, you should have stayed there because they even said then 6:21, and that was after our conversation, sis. 9 days or something.
It was my birthday though.
And then like millennials, we, as Charlie said in the chat, we be having anxiety knowing we're gonna be late, and then we just give up because nothing that we can do. We just gonna have to get there when we get there, trying to find an excuse of when we get there, how we gonna give it to them. But knowing that we're gonna give it to them, and if they get a little rowdy with us, we might snap back a little bit. But we know if you need that job, I'm not gonna get too snappy. I'm gonna tell you to watch your tone with me. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you I will be back on time, as the days come. Thank you for pulling me to the side. I do understand, but this is my situation, and I will try to figure it out as the days come. And I may look for another job in between, because millennials have learned the hard way when we tried to do this act. And then we was like, oh, ain't no money out here. I'm hungry. The lights is off. Can't feed my baby. No. This woman disrespected the job. I worked at a place that I couldn't stand. They had to let me go because, baby, I had to keep holding on until
you weren't gonna let them go.
I had to keep holding on. They let me go. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's like we got to be smart about this. And for her to have you can tell in the beginning of the video, it's a lot I got to say about this one. In the beginning of the video, she walks towards the phone. And I felt bad for the HR woman who has to do this job.
So nervous.
She was so nervous. Not only that, she was so nervous. You could tell she was a millennial. But not only that she was so nervous, she had to speak with her and run down, hey, do you remember me? Like, she tried to even be nice about it. She's like, no, I don't. Oh, she's like, oh, okay, well, remember when you were late? I mean, yeah, I was. Oh, and then she was like, okay, now listen, girl. Now you was late a second time. She was like, okay, that's 21. My doesn't have my car. Oh, but then you had a no call, no show after that one.
My birthday.
And this is after we talked 2 instances ago. And she was like, it was my birthday. Who work on their birthday? Girl, we all work on our birthday. Please give me another excuse. I know Generation Z's, not only Generation Z, other people, but mostly you have to work. You looked for the job because you needed income. When you got that job, quit it if it's not working for you. But do not you made that woman, she already felt bad. She tried to have a conversation with you. You walked her through everything. And for you to get on, this is my thing with TikTok. Y'all get on TikTok. You're recording this moment. You can tell this conversation had already started. And she said, okay, say what you had to say as she walked towards the bed to do this recording. This ain't cute. The whole comment section, and y'all in this comment, let's have the conversation. This ain't it. Her whole comment section said, hey, we were with you. Like you said, Ben, 12 minutes, even though that's their time. 12 minutes, you got your work done. At the end of the day, fine. But then you disrespected the woman again, having to call you about 21 minutes, having to track that. But she gave you another opportunity and then you did a no call, no show. That's three after the first conversation. And she's talking to you and you're trying to tell her, and so what? Like what? No, where's your decorum?
None.
You did this for TikTok and you knew it would go viral.
But did she think it would go viral and people would agree with her? Is that what she thought?
No,
the only reason you put it up and you put something up, you think you look good in it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Ben. And maybe our logic is old school. Maybe she knew she was gonna look bad in it. I don't know. I really don't, and she don't care. I'm not sure anymore. I'm lost. And I said, Lord, if this is what the kids, Generation Alpha, can you tap in? Can you? Because I don't understand what this is right here. And it's not all of y'all. And there are a lot to say about millennials and how we were acting, but I can say that we're the grown-ups now. So we looked at that and said, no, absolutely no.
Rebecca said, as a person in between employment, I don't appreciate this video.
Somebody who's on the internet looking for $1 I did not let go of that job that was disrespectful to me and other people that I knew and loved, and having a system that was downright capitalistic. I had a lot of things to say about them. And in the meetings, I made sure that I caused a ruckus, but not so much where they had to let me go on site. I got rent. I be hungry. I'm a 34-year-old woman now. I'm a slim girl, but I ain't skinny no more. Food is good to me nowadays. Okay? Food is good to me nowadays. Listen, my car note needs to be paid.
Come on.
I gotta get where I gotta go. Car note, insurance, your water bill.
Electricity, Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is separate from the electricity. Yeah. Cable. Them little things y'all be watching.
I don't got cable. I just
not cable, but them little streaming sites. That little streaming site that you get that
adds up to cable.
It does, but the one that you get for free that's popping up with the porn to make you watch what you need to watch. That don't work all the time.
I don't know about that one.
Yes, it's a site that you can steal the content, and then it's terrible because you have to watch porn before. It's like being on Instagram and swiping through your algorithm.
What's going on with your algorithm, Rebecca? That don't happen on. Well, actually, never mind. I'm not even on the internets like that, so let me stop.
Me watching my friends post their OnlyFans stuff, and it shows me other own people's OnlyFans. If I could work is work, but they gonna work. They gonna work.
To everyone in the chat room, everybody, Rebecca, I guess we're not as loved when we're short one person. They really want to know where James is.
Let me tell y'all where James Bubba is. He had a gig today. Also, he was chosen, y'all. So go and give him all the love. He was chosen to be the DJ at the polls this year. I believe for the elections, the upcoming elections. In Georgia, in Atlanta, I want to say.
Shout out to DJ Exclusive. That's what's up.
We doing things, okay? So he's not here. He wanted to say hi. He told everybody hello, and he loves you. He did send that message this morning. He let us know. So shout out to DJ.
Whoa. And then shout out. Okay, so a couple things. I'm sorry, Rebecca, but I'm all in the chat. Love and light to Laura Estrada. We love you, sister.
Absolutely. What's going on with my sis Laura?
She just scroll up in the comment sections. The unfortunate news from her family. So we just want to send energy and love and
sending you absolute 100% love, Laura. 100%. I didn't even see that message. Absolute, because she talks about her mom. And I know you think I don't see your stuff, but I follow her on Instagram. So I see what you post, and you have mentioned your mother. So yeah, absolutely love you. And
you already knew. That's love. That's love.
So I'm sending you joy, and I can't imagine what you're going through, and I don't know what to say in those moments, but I pray your strength to get through the moment. And whatever you need in that time, I pray that you get it. I
Yeah.
do. I pray that you get it.
People never know what to say in those moments, and that's okay so long as you don't, just be as like thumbs up like Donald Trump, But just the thought, like when my father passed, most people had no idea what to say, but it didn't matter. I just was glad to hear from them. I was
Yeah.
just glad to hear them, and even when they struggle to say something, I still appreciated it.
Yeah.
So it's just
and that's real too. People try to say things in that moment that they're not gonna do. Even the littlest things. Oh, I'm gonna pray for you. You know, you ain't praying for me.
See, I learned to do it right then, though.
You gotta
a
do
lot
it
of
right
people get
then.
uncomfortable if you like, hey, give me your hands, let's pray. So I just say a prayer right there in my mind, all right, because
Good.
you ain't gonna remember 30 minutes, an hour later, 2 hours later,
Good. And
Yeah.
so I do the same thing, but I used to realize I said I was gonna pray for that person. I never prayed.
A whole month go by, I forgot to pray for that person. I do it right then.
Get out the way. But Laura, sending love and light to you, absolutely. And whatever you need, I pray that you get that in this moment. I pray that you get that. Loss can be tough, and look, not this transition. Loss can be tough, but
oh my goodness,
Kamala Harris's interview was tougher.
What are you? There was no way to transition out of that.
I had to figure that out. Loss can be tough, but Kamala Harris.
I didn't watch the interview. What'd you think about it?
I watched clips live, and
yeah, I saw a couple of clips. I was like, okay.
Wait a minute, hold on. But anywho, yeah, I watched the clips live. We saw a couple of clips. We couldn't watch the whole thing live, but I wouldn't say it was bad. And the reason why I said that, I felt like that was a lot. That was the most losing thing that she's done since she came out. So
I think that's fair.
I feel like some of the questions and answers that she gave, some of the answer that she gave to the questions that Dana was given, or Donna, whatever her name is, the lady from CNN.
Dana.
But the way that she look, I got to get her name right, because see, I'm asking folks to get Kamala's name right, so I got to get my good sis names right. The white lady from CNN. Look, didn't get her name right now, but now I put her down to the white lady from CNN.
I didn't like, you know what? I saw enough of the questions and the expectations. What I don't like is that, of course, Kamala is going to be held to a higher standard than Donald Trump, but the low standard that they have for Donald Trump is like, he could get up there and literally say people don't eat bacon anymore and be talking about international relations. But and then everybody's like, oh, he's so profound on the right. But if Kamala does not hit a 100% home run, then it's like, oh, she's an abject failure. So it's like, I wouldn't want to do interviews in that kind of scenario where they, like, the actual journalists ask not just tough questions, but they follow up. They actually try to do journalism with her, but they let Donald Trump literally get away with being like brain dead on camera. So that's my thing.
Absolutely. So my thing is, I wanted her to be more stronger in a few things. Now, we'll discuss those because I have an understanding of why she answered some of the questions that way. But I think sometimes you need to hear it, right? Even if it's not detailed, sometimes just saying what that thing is. A thing is a thing, right? We got to call a thing a thing. We don't have to go into detail because we already know where we're at with it. Now, let's play a clip and we'll discuss it. I think I wanted to talk more about her answer for what's happening over in Israel, Palestine, and asking about her race. Those two were just some moments I think she could have done better. But let's take a listen to whatever clip that we got.
Do we have a clip? I don't think we have a clip yet.
Okay, no matter. No problem. While we do that, then I wanted to ask, Kamala sitting next to Tim Walz, would you say in watching some of those clips, there was a difference in how they answered their questions? I know that there was, because of what was asked to both of them. It was given more so, Tim, you're the most loved. They love you. Your son, guys. Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I really didn't see the quality of the question. I didn't like the framing of it though. Right? Kamala is a short, like she's shorter than me, and that's hard to pull off, right?
Kamala
is short.
She gives me long legs, Red.
Kamala can't be more than 5'5".
Really? She gives me 5'7".
I mean, well, that's still short. Like, you know,
Really? Not for me, because that's
but
my
especially when you sit down, like the whole posture and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to nitpick, but like, you know, I want to see her shine because I know she's shine and she's all the stuff that we say that she is, right? But I think whoever framed that, and if they let CNN frame that, shame on Kamala's team for letting them do that. But if Kamala's team framed it like that, then double shame on them because it just made her look so small and it made her look hunched over.
From the
It made her
seating.
look less powerful than what she looked at the DNC. So
I can see
I
that.
didn't hear any other questions or any of the answers. I just saw it visually and I kept scrolling.
I think that maybe they should have did where I recall seeing when Hillary Clinton was getting interviewed, and it was like seat and then seat, how they usually do like interviews.
Yes.
And you can see Hillary with her legs crossed or her hands on, like you can see, right, body language. Here you're a bit right. I never thought of it that way, but it definitely gave her, and then she kept looking down here. And she would come up and she would look down again and she would come up. And I'm so used to her when she's talking to the audience, looking straight dead in their soul. Okay. And on that interview, it was giving like she kept looking down. I don't know if she was reading how she's going to answer these questions or whatever. But the rumor before her getting on was that she was afraid to take interviews because she knows that she wouldn't present well. And I'm like, nah, the way this lady can speak to a sea of people with confidence,
Right.
I don't think so. I don't think her sitting one-on-one with the people at CNN is gonna shake her up like she thinks it is. And maybe it's just probably the conversation about Palestine, Gaza, the Palestinian people, and getting them help and stopping what's going on there, admitting to what they've done and whatever, maybe that part of it. But it was other questions too. But let's take a listen to one of the clips from this interview on Thursday night.
President, Governor Walz, thank you so much for sitting down with me and bringing the bus. The bus tour is well underway here in Georgia. You have less time to make your case to voters than any candidate in modern American history. The voters are really eager to hear what your plans are. If you are elected, what would you do on day one in the White House?
Well, there are a number of things. I will tell you, first and foremost, one of my highest priorities is to do what we can to support and strengthen the middle class. When I look at the aspirations, the goals, the ambitions of the American people, I think that people are ready for a new way forward, in a way that generations of Americans have been fueled by hope and by optimism. I think, sadly, in the last decade, we have had in the former president someone who has really been pushing an agenda and in an environment that is about diminishing the character and the strength of who we are as Americans, really dividing our nation. And I think people are ready to turn the page on that.
So what would you do day one?
Day one, it's going to be about, one, implementing my plan for what I call an opportunity economy. I've already laid out a number of proposals in that regard, which include what we're going to do to bring down the cost of everyday goods, what we're going to do to invest in America's small businesses, what we're going to do to invest in families, for example, extending the child tax credit to $6,000 for families for the first year of their child's life, to help them buy a car seat, to help them buy baby clothes, a crib. There's the work that we're going to do that is about investing in the American family around affordable housing, a big issue in our country right now. So there are a number of things on day one.
Did you see how Dana like interrupted her with a follow-up to make sure that the question was actually being answered with substance? Okay, cool. Do that to everybody though. Don't just do that to Kamala. And then I like the way Kamala refocused and gave some specifics. Cool. All right. Whether you like the specifics, and I actually like the specifics.
I like the specifics.
I like the specifics.
Me too.
But what I don't like is selective journalism, because that means to me that you're either afraid to ask Donald Trump and other Republicans, not just Donald Trump, JD Vance, all like ask them actual questions with follow-up. Either you're afraid or you're complicit with helping them get away with having zero substance.
Absolutely. And I think even like I can tell how they were trying to set it up, but it gave a dark room, a meeting table. Everybody else had a brighter background, something set up, a light against some kind of hues in the back or whatever. And it did give her, when I was looking at it just now, just like a powerless, like a campaign room. And, thanks for bringing your little bus in the back. We see it, and it was just like, okay. And here they go. They ain't lighting the black folks right, whether y'all like it or not. She said she was black. If she said she was black, I'm gonna say she black because that's what she is. She didn't say she was black in this interview. She just said next question. I do think that honestly, the selective journalism, you hit it right on the head, Ben. Journalism. She did what a journalist is supposed to do. However, y'all let them people like JD Vance and Donald Trump and them get on these platforms and make a mockery, entertaining y'all.
Yes.
And not actually answering questions, not interrupting them. So people got upset that at the NABJ that he shouldn't have been invited to anyway. Donald Trump, that he was getting interrupted. Like, oh no. But you said this. Let's focus on this. Right. He said it was the worst thing for him ever. The worst experience, whatever. But here you are on CNN, huge platform. They got this lady in a dark room. I don't know who set this up. I don't know but it was not good for her. Like, Ben, you're looking at it from that point of view of how she presents. We've been seeing her in bright suits. We've been seeing her in her hair nicely done. We've been seeing her just look like she's about to win, like she's that confidence. But it was almost remember when Serena Williams was getting interviewed and they were like, so why are you confident you're gonna win? Like, even though she was a kid, and her dad had to step in and be like, that's a child. First of all, and she's black. That's why you asking her these questions. You would never ask a white person them damn questions.
That's right.
I feel like they want her to feel defeat. And they know the rumors before this interview, because this is her first interview, sit-down interview, since she decided to campaign. And they wanted that weakness to present. Not to mention that a Republican group of people had tried to say, because of some kind of racist behind law from centuries ago, that black people cannot run. Yeah. Yes, the Dred Scott, that she could not run. And people were running with that on the internet. And they were like, all of these type of things. So when she sat there, I know Dana was wanting to get what we called sound bites. Moments that made Kamala look really weak, but gave CNN all of their clickbait.
Right.
Absolutely. So I do understand when you say the selective journalism. Was she being a journalist? Yes, she was. But I do see how she be talking to other people, and it doesn't present as that as well.
It doesn't. They let Donald Trump and JD Vance get away with murder in terms of journalism. There is no follow-up with them. They allow them, for instance, the all the stuff that JD Vance has said about cat women, and then this week he compared Kamala Harris to the South Carolina Miss South Carolina. Remember the lady who got up there, and so the question that was asked to him was, why would you do that, et cetera, et cetera. And JD Vance said, it's we want to bring some jokes and some laughter to politics. And that was the end of it. There was no pushback. There was no follow through. There was no development. They
don't be laughing at his jokes, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the other part. So it really, to a certain degree, Kamala needs to do more interviews because more people need to see her, right? But at the same time, if this is going to be the selective journalism that Democrats get, then there really is no reason for her to do interviews, because asking her a question that's based on Donald Trump's framing of her race, right? Donald Trump says she isn't black. And so you're going to ask then asking her a question that you would never ask Republicans, asking her if she's going to put a Republican in her cabinet. Are you going to make a secretary of whatever out of a Republican? If they were to ask a Democrat or a Republican or Donald Trump that question, Donald Trump would cuss them out. They call Democrats demons. That's where they are. And so it's this imbalance in the journalism. Now they figure, oh, well, at least we get a chance to be actual journalists with Democrats. No, grow a set of whatever you have, whatever you need, and ask Donald Trump and his entire cabal the same caliber of questions with the same caliber of pushback. And then maybe we can have a conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right, Ben. You had another thing you own it today. You've enlightened me on something else, like the fact that now you really wanted to focus on this question, because I got upset that she didn't say, like she did at the Breakfast Club, I'm Black. I was born Black and I'm going to die Black. Like I wanted her to do it like that and then tell her next question. But it almost, what I was saying on Leftist Mafia Thursday, I said she presented, when she looked at that lady, she was like, and excuse my French, she was like, nah, bitch, you asking me, am I Black? That's what it presented like.
Right.
And then she said, next question. But I wanted her to just say it and move on. In my opinion, sometimes I feel like just say it. They want to hear it. I'm Black. Next. There's nothing else, to say after that. I'm not going to explain to you why I'm Black or how I'm Black or what. None of it. None of it. So I wanted her to say that, but that was just me. And then the same thing for when she answered the questions about what was asked of her when it came to Israel, Palestine.
Yeah.
Her answering was filibustering, in my opinion, the same talking points from every Republican or every Democrat that has stood before anywhere and asked about the situation. Now, and I can't say every Democrat, but just the people that I know aren't ever going to say, the amount of people that died or were murdered or the genocide that's happening over there in Palestine must end. And here's what I'm going to do to end it.
Right.
This was more so, okay, yeah, we're going to hear what she says in a moment here, but this was more so, in my opinion, her just regurgitating what was already said by her and her current administration right now, the Biden-Harris administration. And I feel like there's a couple of things with that too. Are we going to see her actually unhand Biden in this moment? Or is it going to be the first day of her presidency? We'll see a little bit of a detachment from that administration. But let's take a listen of how she answered the question.
Successfully to end the war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. He's been doing it for months and months, along with you. Would you do anything differently? For example, would you withhold some U.S. weapons shipments to Israel? That's what a lot of people on the progressive left want you to do.
Let me be very clear. I'm unequivocal and unwavering in my commitment to Israel's defense and its ability to defend itself. And that's not going to change. But let's take a step back. October 7, 1,200 people were massacred. Many young people who were simply attending a music festival. Women were horribly raped. As I said then, I say today, Israel has a right to defend itself. We would. And how it does so matters. Far too many innocent Palestinians have been killed. And we have got to get a deal done. We were in Doha. We have to get a deal done. This war must end.
In the meantime,
and we must get a deal that is about getting the hostages out.
Did she read it?
I've met with the families of the American hostages. Let's get the hostages out. Let's get the ceasefire done.
But no change in policy in terms of arms and so forth.
No, we have to get a deal done. Dana, we have to get a
Look,
deal done.
Dana,
when you look at the significance of this to the families, to the people who are living in that region, a deal is not only the right thing to do to end this war, but will unlock so much of what must happen next. I remain committed since I've been on October 8 to what we must do to work toward a two-state solution where Israel is secure And in equal measure, the Palestinians have security and self-determination and dignity.
I look. Go ahead, Rebecca. What were your thoughts on it? Because I
Like when
go.
I'm watching it back again, I just hated that. Like I wanted something to come from her. You've said this stuff enough where like that comment that she made, that's literally textbook in your mind. But I felt like she had to say the very thing that she's been saying each time, and she had to read it to make sure she's following the script of what she's been saying each time.
What makes you think she was reading? Was because she's looking down?
She was focused on looking down, but at first I'm thinking, okay, but then she was saying certain points that she had to look down at to make sure she read them verbatim.
Because listen, and this is where I disagree with so many. No, I don't know if I disagree. This is just where I part ways. There's not a person in political power today who can say what has to be said about this right-wing government of Benjamin Netanyahu and survive.
Yeah.
You won't. You saw what they did to Jamal Bowman and Cori Bush. When I say they, I mean AIPAC.
Yeah.
I mean the right-wing AIPAC that is in bed with the Republican Party as well as the Democratic Party because of their money and their influence. They dropped almost $8 million to get rid of Cori Bush. If Kamala Harris does not walk this line precisely, don't think for a second that they won't turn, they being AIPAC and all of the right-wing Israeli American Jews who support Benjamin Netanyahu and the right-wing Likud party. I want to be very specific because if I'm not very specific, they're going to say Dixon is anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
There is a right-wing faction that is over the government of Israel as well as over AIPAC, and they have enough money to be able to flip this election. And there's not a Democrat, I don't care who it is, who can say anything short of what she just said in those sentences.
I agree.
And make it out alive.
I agree with that, but I feel like, it presented, first of all, look, the atmosphere already sucks. And it presented just to me an emptiness, a disconnect, right? Because she gave more to me in her campaign speech or her, accepting running for president. And her acceptance speech, she gave more. She started off with this same tone right here. She talked, but here she's got specific, talked about the raping that happened, the amount of people that died there on October 7th. We know this story by heart. A lot of people want to act like what's happening in Palestine isn't happening at all. Here they go, feds is watching. But before I get my battery, I wanted to say all I wanted her to do was humanize Palestinians by either just saying Palestinians or Gaza. The focus was on Israel. Now, I agree with you 100% in the fact that she better say Israel. She better say October 7th. She better focus on that, because if she don't, sis, we may see a plummet immediately after the interview because of who we know owns AIPAC and everybody else. But I do think that I wanted her to give just something. I don't care if it was something small or whatever. She gave us small something at the DNC, but it was I know the bar is low, Ben, but I like that.
I mean, you said if she, I know you probably mean more because you said if she says Palestinian, and she did, and she recognized the innocent Palestinians that have been killed. She won't put a number to it. You know why she won't put a number to it? Because they didn't Congress pass a piece of legislation that said that no one could actually report the number of people. Like Congress, not in terms of like American citizens. They can't stop us from saying it, and they can't technically stop her from saying it. But I just bring that up to say this is the power of AIPAC. We are we are so far gone down this Rubicon. Somebody in the chat room said, well, if she's afraid of speaking about it before, what's going to stop her from being afraid afterwards? The fact is she would have at least 4 years to try. She would have 4 years. And then somebody said, what would Donald Trump do? We've seen what Donald Trump would do. Donald
Absolutely.
Trump uses the word Palestinian as a slur. He slurs people. He calls Jewish people who support Palestine, he calls them Palestinian as a way of insulting them. So we are not just stuck between a rock and a hard place. We're stuck between a rock and hell, right? We're dealing with a party who is so afraid of AIPAC and AIPAC's money and their ability to manipulate and control elections with money. And we're dealing with Republicans
Yeah.
who say finish the job, who say finish them. And for people who can't distinguish between that nuance and the difficulty of this moment in American history and world history, for that matter, I just don't think that you're capable or qualified to actually navigate. Because how do we get to the other side of this if everyone we put up gets shot down by AIPAC dollars?
No, I agree. And what we did end up just saying was all of this is just going to be what it is. We're going to hear a lot of things that we don't like, and what politician has said everything perfect, and then like, it just hasn't been that way. We hold, like you said in the beginning, Kamala Harris to a different standard than any other politician, not only because she's a woman, but she's Black, South Asian, regardless of the minority. And so all of those things, we're going to hold her accountable at a different level. Not only is it the Republicans, Black folks as well. Yes, we're going to side with her, but the people that want to pick and prod, no matter what information that we debunked, and even we unlearned ourselves, there's like, we're searching for that one thing. We're searching for that needle in the haystack. And this right here, these are things to me I just want to see her represent and say, and all these other things. But the whole scope of it, we're not going to get the answer that we're looking for.
We're not.
We got to be okay with that.
Well,
but we
go ahead.
But we do need to understand that when she's seated, like, I believe that there's going to be change. There's going to be a shift there as well. It's about the action that's going to be done when she's seated.
That's it.
And we'll see. And this is, listen, I'm not saying that we should and expect Kamala to change from Joe Biden's position on Israel. I won't know that until she actually gets in power. I got the same expectation of Kamala, and Black women. Y'all got to forgive me. I absolutely love her, and I love that she's a Black woman, and I support her from that perspective. But I have the same standard for Kamala that I have for Joe Biden. She's not MAGA fascist. We're dealing with a breed of fascists over there that once they get in power, forget about all of your aspirations for the world becoming even a slight bit better. They want to make it immeasurably worse on every situation from Palestine. You say, well, how can we get worse on Palestine? I honestly don't know, because it's pretty effed up right now as it is. But I do know Donald Trump is figuring out how. How can it get worse on the climate? I don't know, because it's pretty bad the way it is. But I do see Republicans just saying that climate change isn't real. How's it going to get worse in Russia? Well, he's going to pull all the funding from Ukraine and just let all the Ukrainians get slaughtered. So, yeah, I don't really have a lot of expectation of any Democrat, except can they at least be different and we preserve democracy to live to fight another day. That's all I'm looking for. Just a chance for us to fight one more day.
And that's a big thing, though. People have to understand, like, y'all sitting here and saying, I gotta do a little bit more. I just feel like maybe Cornel West, if he just, it's not.
His Cornel. You know, I love Cornel.
Yeah. HBCU people have to love Cornel, but Cornel wasn't the pick. He didn't make it. He didn't fit it. Is Cornel West good in what he does right now? Absolutely. As president, no. Stop having that conversation with me. That's not a conversation that's actually active. It's not conducive to this moment. And so we need to understand who is running. And Kamala Harris is.
Well, see, it allows people to live in this fantasy land. Like a couple of people in our comment section, right? They're like, oh, well, this person, they're not going to do it. If you don't believe that there's any hope, then what the absolute hell are you even doing in the political conversation, right? If you don't believe that having a chance to fight another day is valuable, then you're literally here just to sabotage the rest of us who do want to fight another day, right?
Mhm.
And if you believe that Cornel West, love my brother, had him on the show, he read my book, and I was all fanboy.
We
I
love
told
him.
you, read
That's
my
what's
book.
historic.
I love Cornel West, but
Yeah.
this nigga done gone over into anti-vax territory. Okay, and
We
that's
try.
you know, he's literally pandering to anti-vaxxers, talking about we have to do an investigation into the vaccine. Negro, if you don't sit your I love you, Cornell, but if you don't sit your
Love
black opportunistic ass down somewhere and stop giving people false hope into something that's different than what we have right now, you have no political infrastructure, you have no political power, you're barely on the ballot anywhere. Jill Stein is the same.
Early.
Jill Stein is absolutely the same. And it's the same thing. It gives people this nice, comfortable place to stay so they don't have to live and exist in these difficult positions. It is difficult to be in American politics. But if you want to live in the fantasy land that Jill Stein is going to win, then by all means, you know, enjoy yourself.
Also, it's like, if you don't come to me and tell me, why am I voting for her? I had a cousin of mine whom I love so much literally write me and say, you know, so you endorsed her. I say, excuse me? You endorsed Kamala Harris. And I'm like, I don't need to explain anything to you. Vote for who you want to vote for. But if you're telling me that the Democrat people and their association, and I'm not going to say this person's name, but is the Democrat people, our Democrat leaders, and anybody who identifies as left or progressive or whatever, right? Because it's different, but all the same. And you're saying that there's an LGBTQIA plus agenda, and that is why you are saying that you are going to vote for Donald Trump? Baby, I couldn't even, I wanted to go in. I wanted to give numbers, stats, this and that. And I said, vote for who you want to vote for. But please understand, you being upset about the LGBTQIA plus agenda or being included would get their rights, health, everything that we are looking for. Because LGBTQIA plus can be Black, can be Christian, can be all of the above, right? And you're excluding them. You're doing exactly what the right is doing. And you're saying that's the only issue. Meanwhile, you got a whole daughter who may grow up to be whatever. Also, you complain about the price of food every day. You complain about having to do this and having to do that. And this side actually has more policies to help you out. And this side, I named a few of the policies that I'm like, and all of these things are things that you complained about. They won't help you. And all of these things are the things that you say that won't help you over here, but you're worried about an agenda. An agenda. You aren't a father of more than one kid because of a certain law that Democrats are fighting to bring back right now. Don't play into, oh, LGBTQIA agenda. Listen to me. He said, it's trying to eradicate the Black man. I said, so Black men aren't a part of the LGBTQIA plus community? And I said, I've never seen a Black man, literally a Black gay man or a Black man and trans man or whatever. I never seen none of them come and say, let's remove Black families. I'm sorry. I never seen that before. I've never experienced that before.
These are some of the same dudes who ain't paid child support in 6 years, talking about the LGBTQIA agenda messing up the Black family. No, you having 3 baby mamas and ain't paying your child support is messing up the Black family, my brother.
Beloved. And I love my cousin to death. But remember what I said, I'm not going to be around my kitchen table during Thanksgiving trying to get people to vote. Actually, we'll be past that at that time. We'll be celebrating at that point who we put in office. But I said, I'm not going to do that with you. It's not. You go do your research. Somebody said, tell them to read the Project 2025. I told them that. I said, do your research. Just because a policy may not be something, or not a policy, something of this group of people may not be, but you live in America. You got to understand, if I do not vote, what that will look like for me. If I'm voting on account of, or in spite of, or because of this little thing I don't like, there are so many things I don't agree with. But actually, I'm looking at what can benefit me. And then in 4 years, if I decide to become a mother, or if I decide to get married, or if I decide to buy a house, what that would look like under both leaderships in America. I don't give a damn about this and this and this right now. When she is placed, I am going to hold her accountable, just as a constituent, just as somebody who knows what I want. But also, I know, oh, but this person did this for me. Under this presidency, I wouldn't be able to do this. If it wasn't for, we know this is not a talk about good and evil. This ain't a talk about, oh, because she's trying to eradicate the black man. We do not want to keep pushing that false rhetoric.
It makes them feel good, though, Rebecca.
It does.
It makes them feel good. It's a group of men. We talked about it last week, but it's a group of men who hate women. So I thank God for Plies. Did you see the clip from Plies?
Yeah, I see. What did he say again? It was like a, what did he say?
Basically he brought it down and said, like, if you hate women so much and black women so much, you could vote for the KKK or the AKA.
Or the AKA. Yeah.
But like, there's a group of men, and there's plenty of black men who fall in the same category, who despise women. No matter how much they like to have sex with women, they despise women. They despise women that have power. They despise women who have any economic freedom from them. They want to be able to control I ain't got to tell you this. You've been dealing with us much longer, like, there's just a group of men who hate women so much that if all they could do is have y'all just be sex toys, then that's who all y'all would be for them.
Absolutely. Like, literally. And that's all we're good for. A woman's place is supposed to be here. A woman shouldn't be doing this. The guy that I was dating, that I'm no longer dating, I'm single, y'all. His his attachment to, remember that story that we played not too long ago? It came with the woman who was crying, the vet that was saying, Kamala Harris, this is for you.
The one that got $25,000 for a truck and complained about it.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it came from an immigrant.
Yeah. I don't know the exact amount, but yeah. It was?
Yes.
Then do not get me pissed off, because I would, like, girl, nobody was buying your little ass truck for $25,000. But this person was. And you had a nerve. But anyways, he was all like, I'm a vet. He's a vet. Somebody who came from another country, went straight into the army. The same army disrespected him every single day. This same army said that this man runs with lions. He couldn't speak English. They tried to set him up with the woman by making him say something vulgar to a woman. They tried to set him up. They got upset when he started to rank, right? He became sergeant. They got upset. Women were telling him, I will literally say you raped me because you should not be. You're not American. Men were saying, we don't want you. You don't even speak English for you to be a sergeant. Like, they were disrespecting him, that he had to get out of it. He had to get out, and he had to attach himself to, like, being disabled in some way, shape, or form to get out, because they were going to try to dishonorably, discharge him. And because they literally were like, you're not American, but yet he served for over 10 years. And because he was ranking in such a short amount of time. But I say all this to say, you want to recite this video and tell me, you see, she's right as a vet, and these immigrants, not you coming from, not
who's
you.
An immigrant?
You not even from here. You didn't even speak English. They was literally calling you African as hell. They said you used to run with lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
They tried to pin you to sexual abuse. All that stuff. They did whatever they could to get you out, because you were literally ranking and they weren't. And you're sitting here and saying you wanted to vote for Trump. Absolutely said, yeah, I'm voting for Trump. And I said,
the ignorance, it's self-hatred is in there too. right? Because how can you be an immigrant
insecurity
and then align with the anti-immigrant crowd? How could you be a black man and then sit there and let Donald Trump say, "Oh, he's one of the smart ones"? What's your name, Byron Donalds? Like, it's a level of self-hatred, but it's also a level of just hatred towards other people. They have to take the hatred that they have received themselves and they have to project it onto somebody else. And it's either going to be the gay community, it's either going to be women, or it's going to be immigrants. And it don't matter if you're a gay Republican, you're going to have to hate gay people.
Absolutely.
If you are a woman, you got to hate women.
The sense it makes none. And they will do that because you're, like you said, Ben, you're the better black, you're the better gay, you're the better, like this gay right here. Just because this gay is conservative and dates a man, this gay has a problem with the trans man, right? Yeah. I don't do that. This gay has a problem with the bisexual person. This gay has they want that division amongst the community. And instead of everybody just being like, this is my side of the fence, but I love you, mean it, and we're going to support each other however we can. If you need me on the side of it, I'm going to be right there for you. I don't got to be on the front lines, or if they ask me about you, I'm supporting it. Like, whatever the case, whatever it looks like. No, they want the division, and they want to say, we accept gay. I love a gay, right? Republicans, I love a gay. In fact, my friend is a gay. But they're the type of gay that just, conservative Christian, doesn't go out and hold hands in public gay. Still closeted gay. Those are my type of gay. Like, that's how, no. Again, we worked very hard in America to give people whatever freedoms we can give them now. And I don't care what you guys are being fed. There's a truth here. I don't care what you guys are being told. Oh, well, this is my opinion. But there's a fact here. And when you move as the Republicans moved, you are stripped of opportunity, equality. We are going back in time, and you are put in the position. I'm talking to Black people. I'm talking to people who are part of marginalized groups. You are put back in time where all of the work that people did before you, now you're going to have to get your hands dirty. You're going to have to start fighting. I don't want you guys to wait until the fire, the heat, the smoke starts coming to your door, because oftentimes y'all do that. Y'all do. But I'm thinking about the future. I really am. Putting Republicans in office in November is going to hurt so many people, because we saw what it was when we had Republicans in office before. People were not only hurt, people were murdered.
Yes.
Okay. They went and did something that we never thought we would see in the United States, a domestic terrorist attack. They did not care. And since then, some of those people have a slap on the wrist and are able to return back to their job.
For office. They're running for office.
They're running for office.
At a certain point, Rebecca, I'm like, I throw my hands up and say, if y'all are dumb enough to let this man.
Olay's in the chat. Sorry, Ben, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Olay.
Shout out to Olay. Shout out to Olay. Hey, girl. But no, go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
Nah, like if they are so irresponsible and so deluded, actually strike that. I want to go back to these people who side with anti-immigrants and they're immigrants, and women who side with anti-women folks, and Black folks who side with anti. The thing is that we got a whole new generation of these type of people that they are willing to actively participate in the destruction and the harm of their own group. I don't mean just voting. Some of these folks are waiting for their chance to go door to door and deport immigrants. You got immigrants who are that far gone, who are willing to help deport other immigrants. You got Black folks who are so far gone that they're willing to participate in the racism and the hunting down of Black folks because it gives them position and it gives them power.
You're the better immigrant. You're the better Black. You're the better whatever.
Conservative. So it's the thing is, though, they're not blind to it. They're actively participating in that fascism. And so we really got to change our mindset. It's this as much as pro-Black as I am. We really got to identify that there's some Black folks who are going to actively participate in fascism, and they have to get the same treatment other Nazis get.
No, absolutely. And I got family members whom I love. They tell me Trump is the better pick, because I want to say who the family member is, because I talked about my cousin, but I ain't gonna talk about this too close. And so this one's like, they say Trump is the guy because I cannot vote for a woman. They said no. They said no. They said the women not going to help you. First of all, T Bidens, right? That's what we call the people that came in under the Biden program. We always call them what program they came under. The little Bidens, that's what it is. T Bidens, y'all wouldn't have came under Donald Trump. Donald Trump made sure y'all asses was going back every chance he got. Yes, Biden sent y'all back too, but a lot of y'all here because we was like, that's my cousin. That's my brother's brother's brother. That's he my friend on my cousin's side, which makes him my third, fourth, fifth cousin. Like stuff like that. You're here because of that, T Biden. And now you're sitting here saying, oh, my vote, I will vote for Donald Trump. No, baby, it's not helpful. Whatever you're being told because she has a vagina, you can't vote for her. That's problematic.
Yeah,
it's problematic under the administration that she is working for right now as Madam Vice President. You were able to come here, although yes, she did set up right there and say y'all can't come illegally. They created a program for y'all. Now, are there things in there that I have discussed and I have criticized and I stick by 100%? Yes. But a lot of y'all ain't got no room to be opening your mouth to say nothing. The family members who just came here yesterday off the program.
I hate politics.
Yeah, it's a lot, right? But listen, y'all, I love y'all meaning, and I'm going to fight the fight with y'all, especially when they ain't doing right by y'all. But a lot of y'all that's sitting here under the Biden program, T Bidens, no. So yeah, to my ex, if you watching this, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, baby. You voting and ex Freedom. Why am I so wrong? Friedman, I want to know why I'm wrong. But before we get there, I'm like, to my ex, if you are watching this, because that could be my ex right there. No, I'm just kidding. If you are watching this, like, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong about Donald Trump being the best, especially for you as a veteran and
as an immigrant.
As an immigrant,
they're gonna deport your ass, baby.
Look, his whole life here has been in the army. He just got out during COVID. So, absolutely, please, sir. Anywho, he says Kamala. Sorry,
y'all got to work on
the
y'all.
Laughing Chameleon. Yeah, let's get him out of my chat. But the Laughing Chameleon does not speak into people's soul or talk well. Ooh. You gotta go, baby. It's giving MAGA in my chat. But you gotta go. Anywho, yes, the cop rhetoric, we already heard it. We said it, we went through it, we debunked it ourselves, we unlearned things that we learned or even pushed. The laughing situation, a kiki ha ha, how she laughs. You see how I laugh, especially when it's real funny. I'm hitting somebody's thigh, I'm punching you in the face. I probably like hit my knuckles hit your throat.
Why is that even a thing?
Yeah, it's a problem. And then I think said she doesn't know how to carry herself. Every time I seen her carry herself, the way that Donald Trump carries himself, and y'all say that's presidential, absolutely not.
Come on.
Absolutely not. Man sitting up there addressing folks by colors. He only could see the whites in her eyes. The blacks. He's talking to a room of people. The blacks in the room. He's throwing
go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's throwing paper towels at American. These are American folks, Puerto Ricans. That's American territory. Throwing there you go. Look, an attempted assassination, allegedly. And
I never seen an ear heal better than that since Jesus healed the Roman centurion in the Garden of Gethsemane. Come on now.
And you came over there to show your fist, baby. The fist is for the black people. Y'all stay trying to take stuff from us. And then that's the picture you wanted to make sure they utilized during your campaign. Absolutely no. And then sat there and lied. Told them people, you know what? I know I told you I was Christian, but I'm not a Christian. But if y'all make me president, I can fix that election for you. You sat there and tried to steal the election. You tried to steal the election. You had the people go up to the damn Capitol, to our national leaders. They broke in there, broke windows, went into their rooms and desks. And y'all telling me that that's presidential people that support that?
That's how much they hate women. That's how much
Black
they
ones,
hate
especially.
Black women, especially. But you know, no, it's a toss up who they hate more, Hillary or Kamala. Like they you know they just hate women with power, and I ain't never hated women that. Why are you sleeping with them if you hate them so much? I mean, just you know. Anyway, I'll stop there.
It's problematic. So I say I'm not trying to cater to y'all or get or sway y'all. That's not my business. I'm gonna do it how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it how I want to say it. I am going to vote for who I want to vote for. But what I will say is y'all got to come with something better. Donald Trump has done nothing. Nothing. Said nothing, done nothing. And by that I mean in this campaign especially. He has showed himself and he has doubled down on things that will take away from people who look like me.
That's right.
And so the way that I'm going to vote is the way that I'm going to vote. And what I put on my platform is what I put on my platform. If you don't like it, you could leave.
I think Charlie solved the problem.
Absolutely. I've seen it. And I thank you for that.
They're not sleeping with idiots. That's what the problem is.
Mhm.
They're old, dried up. Never mind. Ain't never incels. Incels.
You say that when you say that, it cracks me up. But it's a little old school. But with all that being said, y'all vote for who y'all want to vote for, but be mindful in the conversations that you're going to carry around because a lot of people are arming themselves with information while you walking around here with opinions as your misinformation. So be prepared for the conversation and the pushback to be very credible. To be to have the stats and the numbers waiting. And then when they ask you for something, if all you got is he was funny, Trump funny. Trump gave me an extra check. Trump gave me extra. I had money under Donald Trump. I ain't had to take the vaccine under Donald Trump. If that's all you got,
it's just
people like dummies. I'm sorry
trying,
to say it.
I'm trying my best to be optimistic about humanity. And in general, like realistically, I really, really am. I know that there's more of us than it is of them. It's just that they have billionaires. They have a list of billionaires who promote them and make them look bigger than they what they really are, right? But it really is frustrating to see how many excuses they will make for Donald Trump's idiocy, right? He's just a bumbling moron. He can't put together a coherent sentence.
That's funny, Perry. I'm sorry. Trump gave me $12,000 4 years ago. Like people are saying, baby, my rent went up twice. $12,000 can't even pay my rent. It can't. 4 years ago, he gave you that $1,200 and you holding on to that. Baby, that's why you holding on to that man that ain't no good. I see what kind of person
talk about it.
Let him go. Let it go. Because that man took you to the park and let you put down the window and put your head out the window, get a breeze. That was a date. And every time people tell you he ain't no good, you're like, wait, he took me out that one day. Let it go. Cut ties. Cut ties. You deserve better for yourself. But you gotta know that for yourself first. You deserve better for yourself. And if you don't know that for you, Trump is what you deserve. I don't know. You got to know that for yourself, what you deserve. And if you can't see yourself deserving that, if you can't see that you deserve a good life in America, regardless of who you love, what you agree with, what you believe, where you live, if you don't know that for yourself, I don't know what to tell you. You can accept the life that he said you will always have for yourself. I don't know. You can accept that, but not me. As for me and my house, no.
I agree with you 100%. I just think that people are at their core, you've either conquered your bigotry or you lean in to your bigotry. And I think every person who aligns with MAGA has in their heart leaned in their bigotry towards someone else. And they have never taken the time to look at themselves and correct themselves. So they still blame women. For every one of their problems. They still blame Black people for every one of their problems. They still blame immigrants for every one of their problems. And now they found a cult that allows them to do that and not only do it, but make a career of it. All you got to do is go out here and say something hateful towards a woman, something hateful towards a Black person, and you go viral.
And then especially if you're Black. You get online and do that. We saw that girl that we never saw again, who got on there and said, these broke ass niggas, who was white.
Oh,
We never saw her again. The internet did its big one. She thought she was gonna try to get into MAGA. They were like, "Hold on, They said you were a little too
ethnic. They said her nose was a little too
and
ethnic.
they said, but you were supporting the LGBTQIA community. It looks like back on Chuck's notes in September of 2021. It looks like you were. It says here, let's just say Black Lives Matter on here, because it's giving.
They pulled up a picture of her baby and said, "Your baby has a little too much ethnicity in it. You must have been sleeping with someone not white."
They did.
They put her out the club.
They said you can't get in.
Was that
she did all of that work, lost her job. Oh, speaking of a loss of job, we'll end on this note because there's a short story I want to talk about of a man in Dunwoody, Georgia. And this man was in a QT parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm going to find the video for you. He was in the QT parking lot. And in this parking lot, he said, "Go back to your country," to what I believe to be a Hispanic. And he's talking to the man and he says to the man, "Go back to your," more than one time. And baby, not in the company truck. He said that.
In the company truck.
And in the company truck, he said that. And I love how the guy's like, "Say it again." And he's like, "I'm going to say it 3 times if you want me to. Go back to your country." He rolls down the window, baby. Still, go back to your country. I had enough time to get exactly what I needed on this vehicle to put it online. And you didn't know, but it took a little time to marinate. Okay. On their page, they didn't understand. Oh, Black folks are coming. Black folks and our allies are absolutely coming on here to make sure that this person loses his job. And if he doesn't, all of your, and I hate to do this because I don't like when people go and be like, "Oh, let's make sure that this job, is centered around this comment that this person made or this video that this person made," because some people use their superstar to do that for a company, right? Because they didn't serve you correctly. However, you guys are employing what I know to be an actual racist. We can see it, the commentary, and I'm about to send it right now. I sent it to the let me copy the link so we can play it and get out of here because I want to show y'all where you got people effed up at. All right, go into the text message, David. It's there, or Ben. I don't know who's rocking right now. Now, he's made his comment, and the internet did its big one. The company is called Buckhead Landscape. Look, this is right here. Buckhead Landscape and something and Design. Went on their page. They don't have a lot of followers, but I never seen the people made sure not to like any of the posts. I went to Google and made sure I said, "Nah, I'm going to make sure I put I don't like to do this, but I'm going to make sure I put my comment right here." They didn't reply to anybody, but there was one lady that identified herself as Susie Q that said, "This is a great company." Susie Q, how much were you paid to put that comment there? A white. She was a white. How much did you pay to put that comment there? Let's play this video so I can show you. It's a short story about now that I call now unemployed.
Back to your own fucking country.
What'd you say? Say that again.
I said go back to your own country.
Say that shit again, my guy.
I said it 5 times.
I ain't hear you, bro. Say it with your chest.
Go back. Back to your own fucking country.
What'd you say? Say that again.
On this day, when I first saw the video at this moment, Buckhead Landscape and Design here in Atlanta, Doraville. So it's not Atlanta, but Metro Atlanta, actually didn't do anything. I said, "No, they won't." Got online, typed a little something on there. I said, "Okay, yeah, I know he got fired, but in the time he did not. It was too long." I said, "It's taking too long." Black folks said, "This ain't enough." They went to every social media their social media isn't really active, but they went to every social media they can find for this company. They hit them where it hurt. They made their comments. Then they went on Google. They went from, I think, a 4-star to almost a 1-star. And then the company itself actually replied to only one person. I think that they saw that one person had a lot of pull. They applied to only one person, and that person's name was, and I'm going to go to that, it's Tyler. They said, Tyler, at Buckhead Landscape and Design, we're committed to fostering an inclusive and respectful environment where all individuals are treated with dignity and equality. This incident was addressed immediately, and the individual has been terminated. We sincerely apologize for his actions and to all who may have been offended. This was such an apology that came too little, too late, because we already told people don't go to that racist ass company for not nothing. You waited too long that we just developed so much commentary. Y'all could have went and said, y'all seen it. We saw it. We called your business.
Didn't they do it the same day though, Rebecca?
I'm sorry. When you knew that person was a racist and was no good, immediately, just like that woman who said broke ass niggas. Oh, it was immediately. We got a long message from actually the company owner was, I believe, black. And she said, as a black woman
from Jamaica.
Oh, I had to come on here and get y'all together for real. She's gone and never will come back. Actually, she was working for a third party group that had sent her my way. Never will she come back. Oh yeah. So whether or not it was a boxer truck, whatever, or crew, not a crew truck, it was the company truck.
No, that's what. They're saying like that was somebody, because there was another guy who did a whole video on it.
He was a big. You were saying he was a big position. Okay.
Yes, because the entire crew, the entire worker crew of that Buckhead grooming company, whatever, they're all Latino. They're all Hispanic.
Okay, let's be honest. Who's working for y'all? Go back to your country with the people. Here we go. So let me go back to that vet. That black woman that was a vet that said what she said. This immigrant is buying your truck. Landscape, white folks is not landscaping the way a Mexican can get down there and do what they need to do. I'm not saying that with disrespect. That's a craft. That's an artistry. They're the ones doing this job the greatest because they know how to do it. Your white cousin and friend and them three people, they not doing it like that. So the people that's keeping your business up and your job up, that's the ones you want to disrespect and say, go back to your country. My dad works as one of the best construction workers. He's also a videographer, but he works as one of the best construction workers to the point where my dad has to train everybody, but got disrespected so much in the beginning, right? For somebody from somewhere else. But at the construction company he worked at, he built the quickest, he built the homes the quickest and the safest. Every time they had to do an audit with them places, my dad was at A++. He would go the earliest and leave the latest. Absolutely. And he got the most respect. Yet they wanted him to train every single person.
Yep.
He learned this craft. They swear that he learned up under this company in Haiti. But them white folks that y'all got, they're not doing half the job. They're not skilled or qualified. But yet, anytime the white boss comes in, the conversation gets a little disrespectful. Go back to your country. Go back and do I see where this is going now. My dad gave them a good F you and said he ain't going to take that no more. And found him a company that respected him and his Haitian artistry and his Haitian gift and getting things done up in there because everybody else couldn't do it. And if you're going to have me train anybody, it ain't go back to your country. We're the best to ever do it. You need me. You need me. And so it's good to see how these people are wearing like I was saying on Thursday, these people will wear their hoods. Representation of KKK, absolutely. So that's why I associate with the Republicans, because I bet you if you ask him who he's voting for, he's going to say Donald Trump. I was in Tennessee and all of Tennessee where I was, shouts out to Tennessee, loved it. But that whole area, I said the fire station, the police station, everything that I was passing by in this town, this small town in Tennessee, literally had Donald Trump on it. Had Donald Trump, Trumpville, a Trump truck. That's what it was called. A Trump truck was passing by. And looking at me, I'm not looking at him, but he's trying to look at me. I'm like, let me focus. You can get around me. You can get behind me. I don't give a damn. But a makeshift hat of Make America Great Again, Trump truck. No artistry once again. Backwoods creations. Ain't good. But there they were. And I felt like, I went to get gas there. I don't know why I did that because I wanted to make sure I was safe on the road, whatever. And I forgot that I had on a sweater that said Young, Gifted, and Black.
Oh, boy.
They saw me in the car and they were looking like, why is she here? People were not pumping their gas because they were staring at me. That's when I was 2 wheels in the air, as my best friend would say. And I looked down at my son. I'm like, girl, this says young, gifted, and black. Everybody's coming in with American flags, Trump trucks, da, 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 da. And here you are. I know how dangerous it feels for me in that moment. So hearing a white person that is running a business that black people may have hired these people for, especially in the city of Atlanta, at their big homes that they bought with big land and stuff like that, hiring your business to work for them. Hearing them people say to others, go back to your country, and it just rolled off their tongue like that. We know what you stand for, and you shouldn't work for diverse and inclusive companies. You shouldn't work for that. You shouldn't work for them. If you want to be out loud stuff, go find you a company that only serves white people.
Klan is hiring.
Yeah. Period.
Elon
So
Musk is hiring.
Yeah. And we see how Brazil said we don't even want to. We get this app out of here.
The whole app out of the whole
app.
country. 200 million people
can't even get on. Can't even get in the club. I don't even want to be at the club. It stank in that club. The wings.
It is a pretty nasty place. Twitter is hell.
I don't like every time I log into that app. Like I'm only there because to communicate with either you or Leftist Mafia. The energy there is so off. If you need to see me, get on Threads. I'm on Threads. I like the Threads environment. It's a little bit more smooth for me. But yeah, I'm not with
shout out to DJ X3C in the chat.
Shout out to Bubba in the chat. Listen.
I just want, this is random, but I saw this. I don't think it was from our conversation. Yep. God's talking. The white
My God ain't white.
I saw this and I just, speaking of Twitter, speaking of Brazil, I just thought I'd indulge Captain Autobots because it's already been done.
Oh, the Trump Cybertruck.
Cybertrucks. Definitely.
Yeah. Few of them.
Yeah. These people worship Donald Trump. And anyway, it is what it is. We see what it is. And if we can't agree that the baseline is to just stop this so we can work on everything else, because if we don't stop this, there's not going to be anything else to work on. There's not going to be a democracy to work on. They literally have the plans on them, and we're just repeating. We're preaching to the choir, right? Everybody knows about Project 2025 at this point. Everybody knows he wants to deport 10, 12 million immigrants on day one. Everybody knows that he wants to get rid of the right to vote. He's even said it multiple times. He said, if you vote this time, you're not going to have to worry about voting anymore. Yeah. He said it a couple of times. And if we can't just come to a baseline agreement, no matter how bad this is, they want to make it immeasurably worse. I don't know. Help us, Lord Jesus. I don't know what else to say.
Help us, God. Help us, God. But we're at the end of the show. And I want you guys to help yourselves and help us. We have a lot going on. September is coming up. October is coming up. November coming up. You're going to be getting the best coverage of what's going on as far as what happened in the week leading up to the elections right here on Like It or Not. On Saturday mornings, we're definitely going to have the conversations. You won't miss it. So on Saturday mornings, you get it right here on Like It or Not. So if you are still here, I see a lot of people on my channel today, and I'm real excited. It went up to 80. I had like 80 people watching live with me on my page. So I love that for me. But if you are here right now, that means you liked what you were seeing. You enjoyed what you were hearing. And even if you didn't, you still stayed thus far. So head over to patreon.com/like it or not, patreon.com/like it or not, and become a patron today to help support and keep this show continuing the way that it is and help us grow. That's what your support, we can do that. Now, you already know it's rent coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 1st, ain't it? It's the 1st of the month. It's the 1st of the month. Yes. So y'all, just like y'all did y'all big one for me last month, help me make rent this month. Help me make rent on time this month. And I will appreciate it. Becca's Voice on Cash App, Becca's Voice on Cash App, and my support to my team. Absolutely. We got our white man who did call himself God, but I do not serve a white God. But we got our white producer as well, DKG87. GKG87 on Cash App. Benjamin P. Dixon doesn't know where his phone's at the moment, but
It's been almost a year I haven't found my phone.
But send him, which is crazy. I love that for you. I really wish I could do that. But if you can, still send him a love offering over on the monetization page on YouTube. So for the person who did send me, the one person, y'all should feel mad about that. Who did send me something? Two now. Charlie McKenzie. Oh, sorry, I said your whole name again. My moderator on the show, our moderator on our shows, on our pages. Charlie, thank you so much. Captain Black Sparrow, you sent me my angel number. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for enjoying the show. Y'all, I love y'all so much. And I mean that. Every time I do, Saturday shows have actually become my favorite thing to do. It used to be dreadful years ago. During the pandemic, it was so hard just to get up. It was so hard to do the 5 days a week. But now I can't imagine myself not doing Like It or Not. We are a staple. And
we ain't going nowhere. If we ain't shown nothing else, it don't matter what we are going through in our personal lives. We're gonna be on this here screen.
Oh, we gonna show up. We don't even know who gonna be on.
Somebody gonna be on.
We'll just now. It used to be like he didn't call, he didn't text. Now it's just like we know he's gonna be on.
I'll be there.
I can feel it in my spirit. I ain't mad about it. I know he gonna be on. You gotta, that's just what it is, right? So I love that. That's where we are in our lives, y'all. We're at the end of the show once again. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next Saturday. I will see y'all next Saturday here, Thursday on Leftist Mafia, and I will be giving y'all 2 episodes of Shades of Good News this week because we missed last episode. Come on, but Shades of Good News, y'all. I have some really good, y'all. If y'all want a dose of good news, be expecting it this week. Good news. Black people be doing some great things. I'm telling you, they be doing some great things that y'all be missing out on. But you'll find out this week on Shades of Good News. I love y'all. Ben, you got anything to add?
No. About to go get this here lunch, whatever my wife has put together for the family.
Absolutely. Tell Jada I said hi. Bye, y'all.
It's time for Like It.
By us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Like It or Not. We're about to let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for Like It or Not. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, a real life ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. He's